I am so excited about these restorative postures that I've been practicing and want to share with you. So let's go ahead and get started. Before we start, make sure that you have a selection of props available to you. So I have some pillows, just like couch pillows. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. I just don't have blocks at my house. I have a bolster. And then some options to help you relax are, I have this lavender eye pillow. I mean, you could really use anything. You just want something at the end to put over your eyes, even a blanket or like your hoodie. So let's get started. The first posture is a modified legs up the wall. So there's a few variations that I can show you. So what you're going to want is support under your knees. And that can look a few different ways. You definitely want the knees to feel supported. So if you're too far away from your bolster, for example, like this is like weird on my knees. Scoot closer, and then so like getting your hips all the way down as far as you can, and then rest the knees, and like this feels so much better. Some people like a little bit higher, which is fine too. So try a few different things and make sure before you feel like you're committed to a posture that you're totally comfortable. And even if that means you have to be a little bit like diva-ish, be like, no, like I'm getting comfortable, right? This is for you. So here's another example of how you can set up. And this is usually what I like just because then my feet can kind of just dangle and it feels really lovely. Another option is if you want something more, you could come up against a wall and just put your legs up against it and lay back like this. Or another version would be to scoot away from the wall a little bit and then just, sorry, the corner's kind of awkward, but just put your legs, let them hang this way. So again, I want to use the bolster just because I have it and I love it. And I scoot all the way up against it, let the feet dangle, and then slowly start to go back. And a few options here, if you want to put something under your head, such as a pillow or anything like that, you totally can. I'm just going to let everything come down right onto my mat, and then bring the hands next to you. Typically, you want the palms facing up. That'll open up your chest a little bit more. But if you'd rather have your palms down on your belly, one on your chest, just find comfort. And you want every part of your body to feel supported. So make any adjustments in these first few breaths. Start to close the eyes. And if that's not for you today, you can keep them open. Just find something soft. Just find a soft gaze. And then start to come to your breath. So I'm just going to focus deeply on my inhale breath by telling myself my favorite mantra is I'm breathing in as I inhale, and I'm breathing out as I exhale. If you like to use something different, please do so. I just find that if I have a mantra, my mind can come back to it. And the mind, of course, will wander. That's just what it likes to do. So when it does wander, just kindly bring it back to like, oh, I forgot about breathing. So I need to remember I am breathing in. I am breathing out. We'll stay here for several breaths, or you can always pause the video and move on when you're ready. stay here longer by pausing. Or if you're ready to move on, start to wiggle a little bit. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And then roll into your wrists and your ankles. You want to come out of this posture really slowly. So when you're ready, start to bend your knees and you can bring them onto your bolster. This can be a little awkward. You might need to push things away a little bit. If it falls over, it's no big deal. Just plant your feet and then bring your knees over to one side. Eyes can be open or closed. I'm going to keep mine closed. I'm just going to roll over. I'm rolling to my right. You can roll whichever way is most comfortable. I'm going to take a moment here. And then slowly using the hands and arms as support, start to bring yourself up to a seated position. Eyes can stay closed or open. And then sit up. When you're ready, start to flutter the eyes open. And we're ready for our next posture. So this is my favorite, and I feel like I say that about every posture, but seriously, this one's the money. So it's called Queen. And you're going to need a lot. You're going to need 4 pillows minimum. So you can also use rolled up blankets, towels, laundry. Be creative. So it's a chest opener, but it's very gentle. And you can also adjust the degree of the chest opener. So you'll notice I have 2 pillows here behind me, and they're staggered. And it makes a ramp for your body. And this is definitely one to play with. Before you commit to relaxing into this posture, play with your angle. So I can move the pillows to have me sit up more. I can move them so that I'm laying back more. You just kind of have to experiment a little bit. And then, again, be very vigilant about finding total comfort. So I'm just going to wiggle around a little bit here. That feels good. Once you have the angle that you like, bring your other pillows, blankets, whatever you're going to use, on both sides of you, and bring the soles of the feet to touch like a butterfly posture. And they can be close, they can be far, they can be anywhere in between. Some people like to use a strap here. I don't have one, so I'm just kind of using my household items. So the soles of the feet are against each other, not pressing, they're just passively against each other. And then that lets the knees open. You want them resting on something, even if that means you have multiple things, totally fine. So once you find that, start to slowly come back. And then you might need to adjust other things. So I'm going to make sure this is a little bit more secure so I don't slide. And then come on back when you're ready. Doing a little stand again to make sure you're totally comfortable. Again, this is Queen, so you can pull out a little bit of the Diva card here. So soles of the feet are against each other, knees are wide, but feeling supported. Hips are relaxed. My spine is relaxed against the bolster. Rest your head on the bolster, open the shoulders, and then bring the hands down wherever they're going to be comfortable. So you could do closer to you. I like them out to the side a little bit. Ideally, your elbows have something to kind of rest on. If you don't like them, if you don't want them dangling so much. So again, this is a chest opener. And once you feel that comfort, like every part of your body is supported, you can start to close the eyes. And then focus on your inhale and exhale breath. Let your breath be relaxed, easy. if and when the mind wanders, just kindly bring it back with no expectation, no judgment. You can pause here if you're not ready to move on. If you are, however, just start to wiggle a little bit. Rock your head side to side. Eyes can be opened or closed. And to come out slowly, bring the hands to the outside edges of the knees. And then slowly use your arms and your legs to bring your knees together. Soles of the feet plant. And we're going to roll over to one side. I'm going to roll to the right again, but you can roll to either side. And you might just have to awkwardly move things again out of the way. No big deal. I mean, these are pillows that I'm going to lay down on. So just move things around as you need to come onto your side and rest here for a breath or two. And then slowly, using the hands and arms, they can bring you back up. Head comes up last. Find a comfortable seat. And then flutter the eyes open. I love that posture. And we're ready to move on. So we're going to take next some twists. So you won't need as many pillows for this one if you have a bolster. So what you want to do is bring the bolster so that it's pointed away from your hips. And we're going to start with the right hip up against the bolster. So eventually we're going to bring the hands to both sides and then come down nice and slow. However, if you can already tell, like, oh, I need something between my knees, like most people like to have something just to hug a little bit, either between the knees or the feet or both. I'm going to do kind of like, this is a nice time to have like a body pillow. I'm going to bring my hands to both sides again. And then this is a twist. So it's up to you how deep you want to go. You can twist all the way and then look the other way when you come down. But for me, that's a little bit much on my neck. So I'm going to face my head the same direction as my chest. And if the twist is too much just in general, you can go down at less of a twist. So coming down more on your side than on your belly. So come on down when you're ready. And take some time to adjust. Hug your bolster or bring your hands to your side to rest. Palms can be up or down. Let the shoulders just really come away from the ears and then rest. And once you get the wiggles out, close your eyes. Start to focus on your deep inhale and exhale breath. Feeling every part of your body supported, whether it's supported now by your bolster, or your pillows, or the floor. And feeling the breath as it goes in and out of the lungs, nourishing the body. You can pause to stay here longer, but if you're ready, start to bring in a little bit of movement into the wrists and feet, and bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Now you went down slowly, so come up slowly as well. So slowly come on up, head comes up last. Maybe keep the eyes open or closed. It's time to turn the other way. So you can either, it's probably best to just turn and bring the other hip, left hip this time. So knees are to the left. I'm actually going to turn the bolster so that you can see me. So I'm going to put my bolster on the other side and bring that left hip up against it. Again, using pillows, towels, whatever you need to support your legs, your knees, your lower body, and then finding that twist. So turning as much as you want, even facing the opposite direction, or taking a gentler twist by keeping your chest facing the same direction as your head, and just coming down. I'm going to twist a little bit more so my belly's on the bolster. And then come on down. Hands can hug the bolster or just rest next to it. Make any adjustments that you need to. And then find your rest. Maybe noticing that this side feels a little bit different. That's totally normal. But just like we did on the other side, taking some time to notice your feet relaxed, knees, legs supported by the earth or by the pillows. Your upper body draped over the bolster, head resting on the bolster, arms resting on the earth. And if you're not already focused on your breath, just feel it come in and out of the body so effortlessly. And if the mind has wandered, just kindly, gently bring it back. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. Try to stay on this side the same amount as you did on the other side. So if you paused on the other side. Go ahead and do that now. If you're ready to move on, start to wiggle a little bit. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Gently come on up. Head comes up last. Move whatever you need out of the way to find your seat. When you're ready, the eyes can start to flutter open. We have one more posture before Shavasana, and this one is mainly just because we took a twist. We want to realign the spine, so we're going to take just a quick child's pose using the bolster. So sit on your heels and modify as you need to, but I'm going to bring the bolster in pretty close. My knees are open pretty wide, and then I'm going to just come on down, just like we did on our twist. Walk on down. And then bring your belly, your upper body to rest on your bolster. And there's some options here for the arms. They can reach out, they can stay close and kind of hug your bolster in. The head can go to one side and then switch about halfway, turn to the other side. You can also just make a pillow with your hands and rest your forehead. However, I like to rest to each side. We won't be here long, just a few breaths. And if you're turning your head the other way, go ahead and do so now. And then to come out, walk yourself back, using the arms to a seated position. Head comes up last, and then we're ready for our final Shavasana. And final Shavasana is up to you, really. I'm going to use the bolster under my knees again, just because that's so lovely. Most of the time I don't use a bolster, but just for today, because it's restorative, I want to feel really supported. So take a moment again to find a posture that is restful for you. Arms can be close, or you can kind of starfish them out a little bit. Same with the legs. Open or closed. If you have an eye pillow, this is a great time to use it. And shift around as you need to. Let the shoulders relax on the floor. Bring the shoulders away from the ears. Bring the hands to rest, palm side up, down. Maybe even just bring the hands to the belly. pure relaxation here. Letting everything go, letting the breath be easy. Feel free to pause here if you'd like to stay here longer. And if you're ready, start to wiggle into fingers and toes. Maybe rock the head side to side. The eye pillow might just fall off, no big deal. And then bend your knees. Bring the soles of the feet to the bolster or your mat. And then bring the knees to one side. Bring the hands and arms under your head to support you. And then slowly come on up. I'm going to keep my eyes closed as I come up and find a seat. Here's another great opportunity to pause the video and meditate. But if you're ready to move on to your day, that's fine too. Or if you're about to go to bed, maybe you're a little bit more relaxed in the body and mind. We'll finish by bringing hands, palms together in front of the chest. Just taking a little bow to ourselves for taking this time for ourselves. Focusing on our breath and practicing self-love. Thank you so much.